got money together, make money, they gonna make it. Right. That's the difference between us and them. They know how to love it, they know how to stick together. They don't put up no money.
I want these nations bowing down to me to make them crown the king. Glory and sound to me, release like Jubilee. The end of poverty, angelic body me. If I leave my throne, you gonna see a different side of me. This prophecy, prophecy, This prophecy, prophecy, This prophecy, This prophecy, ultra pure gold, gonna approach the throne. Way up to the ceiling. I can't fight this feeling. If your eyes on the kingdom, we got common interests. We've been down so long, oppressing in our members. Twinkling of an eye, now watch us fly like Delta engines. Man, we beneficial when these laws, they benefit you. I got so much transgression towards any law official that say we not the people or any artificial that conjured up an image that is contrary to the scriptures. Scriptures be like polished brass, lightning bolts coming from his visage. You can approach the throne, but not until I extend the golden scepter. That's right, stay in line. Watch me handle mine. Bring my cup of wine and toast to the time. This palace so divine, ain't it? Prophecy change your mind, can't it? I got servants who got servant. Damn, this the curse of Canaan. Rearrange it, blood of the gods, can't explain it. Get out of Dodge, they can't tame it. Ultra light beaming, pure gold on my raiment. I want these nations bowing down to me to make them crown the king. Glory and sound to me, release like Jubilee. The end of poverty, angelic body me. If I leave my throne, you gonna see a different side of me. This prophecy, prophecy, This prophecy, prophecy, This prophecy, This prophecy, ultra pure gold, gonna approach the throne.
I'm one of the sons of the prophets. Watch by the word faucets. Who are these pale imposters? You can't inherit the promise. The color of brass polish. You don't believe it, you silence. Come with your doctrine demolished. You don't want beef sausage. Not from Earth in the planetary. Ain't it scary when the mothership landing? That's a chariot, baby. My daddy laughing, so calamity with the family. That's how it happened to baby when you don't want listen. Oh, you pledge your position. Oh, you might get a mention. Oh, 2/3 of this henchman. Sick of these niggas, I'm sick of these dogs. You wanna play games? Pause. I swim in that water like Jaws. These Christians is chicken dog. You read the apostles of Paul and don't understand it at all. You thought your word was flawed. Sit down in the dirt, crawl, never to rise up again. Yeah. Never to rise up again. The heaven they stacking they sin. The promise is back once again and black is the end.
Nation bowing down to me to make them crown the king. Glory and sound to me, release like Jubilee. The end of poverty, angelic body me. If I leave my throne, you gonna see a different side of me. This prophecy, prophecy, This prophecy, prophecy, This prophecy, This prophecy, ultra pure gold, gonna approach the throne. Image of the beast, I can take lies no more. Jesus Christ the King, brought him with a sword on him. Black Messiah, bring the fire, time to roll on him. Burn the image of the demon that they forced on us. I ain't gon' lie. All these niggas gon' die. All these niggas gon' fry. Ain't no point in asking why. Right here before your eyes. False image on the rise. Took our sight, made us blind. Now we back on the grind.
Why you wanna take my life? No matter what you do, look at, I would never lose, nigga. You can never take my light. I had to change my mind to break that cycle. I had to regain my sight. Edomites taught me lies about my life. No wonder why things ain't right. No wonder why things ain't. I ain't gon' lie. All these niggas gon' die. All these niggas gon' fry. For playing around with that fire. You think it's fine, you having fun, you playing around with your life. I treat my Bible like a gun. I load it up, then go fire. Like, what is you talking about? Destroying the people for profit. These Christians is niggas who lying, we point them out. We really out here doing work in the streets all the time. All you do is run your mouth, hear the truth when it's coming out. We ain't playing no more, we killing the ploy. We seeking the Lord, cause we know that Christ coming back to destroy the
image of the beast. I can can take lies no more. Ay, Jesus Christ the King. Burn up the sword on them. Ay, Black Messiah, bring the fire. Time to roll on them. Ay, burn the image of the demon that they forced on us. Ay, I ain't gon' lie. All these niggas gon' die. All these niggas gon' fry. Ain't no point in asking why. Right here before your eyes. False image on the rise. Took our sight, made us blind. Now we back on the grind.
Right there, the difference in dreams and nightmares. Depicting the king as a white man. We traded the peace for the night tears. I got visions of him holding whips, loading us on the ships, cutting off noses, lips, and hold hands with the fingertips. If I didn't have enough cotton pick, how that damage your ego? Controlling your mind, Magneto. Chris across for the son of Rodrigo. He's Spanish, but he ain't Chamigo. Thought identity that was illegal. Gotta clip the wings of the ego. Yeah. Caught a demon in the lie. About to set his ass on fire. We coming for all the smoke. I'm a side, ain't wanna provoke. But he laugh at the pastors and popes. Silly Christian, yo, Jesus a joke. We the Jews, the food on the rope. This religion ain't give me no hope. Play the dragon, the sword to his throat. Time to change, just pass the remote, the ghost. Whoa.
Image of the beast. I can take lies no more. Ay, Jesus Christ the King. Burn up the sword on them. Ay, Black Messiah, bring the fire. Time to roll on them. Ay, burn the image of the demon that they forced on us. Ay, I ain't gon' lie. All these niggas gon' die. All these niggas gon' fry. Ain't no point in asking why. Right here before your eyes. False image on the rise. Took our sight, made us blind. Now we back on the grind.
Naraya, you the GOAT, boy.
RT, you good, bro?
Crazy coming back and crack the sky and come with fire. Babylon, yeah, it gotta burn. Yeah, papaya. Damn, where you read that at? It's in the Bible. I tell you what you're afraid of. A black messiah. Crazy coming back and crack the sky and come with fire. Babylon, yeah, it gotta burn. Yeah, papaya. Damn, where you read that at? It's in the Bible.
Yeah, this world is so wicked, it got my mind gone. But we been flipping through scriptures, it got my mind blown. And since we back on the mission with our forefathers' traditions, and we been painting the pictures like the time drawn. Yeah, this world is so wicked, it got my mind gone. But we been flipping through scriptures, it got my mind blown. And since we back on the mission with our forefathers' traditions, and we been painting the pictures like the time drawn. I done been tried in this fire and made it out.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to another week of
Let's Talk Truth.
Today you got myself, Officer Manuel,
Officer Baruch, Officer Jeremiah, Officer Jonah.
All praise to the Most High God. We just finished off a glorious Passover.
That's right.
Feast of Unleavened Bread. All praise to the Most High God for that. Coming back from Jackson, Mississippi, man. Hey, we had a hell of a time, man.
Right.
And speaking of that, last Sunday, part one of this topic, it wasn't even supposed to be part one, part two. Man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High. We had the mighty Captain Ben Zion out of Nashville, Tennessee. The mighty Captain Gedaliah out of Jackson, Mississippi. And they went in last week.
Sheesh.
We kind of did a whole nother topic on accident.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I'm saying?
All
Went in for 3 hours strong. So all praise to the Most High God for the mighty men. Salute to y'all. We appreciate y'all for, coming on the show and holding it down. All right. So with that being said, we got to finish off the topic with a part two because we ain't get to everything. We ain't get close to getting to everything.
Right.
So we're going to go ahead and finish out the topic that we started on last week. Hollyweird'S. Yes, you read it right.
Weirds.
Hollyweird'S agenda to destroy the black man's image. And it's all based on, what everybody been talking about. It and kind of died down. You know how it go. A week or two, stuff kind of fade to black.
Right.
But, everybody was talking about the Will Smith slap. And, the clown show, the black man had to be the monkey and the clown in the circus at the Academy Awards show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, we understand that, the powers that be. Because you got to think, you know what I'm saying? It's certain things, people of that pigment, the red pigment.
Right.
And when they on stage and it's any acts of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think if Brad Pitt was up there and Tom Cruise was walking up or something like that. Like, security coming out the woodworks. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, Jesus can't be touched.
Don't do it.
Right. And if you touch Jesus, you getting apprehended immediately. How the hell this black man slap this millionaire famous black man slap another millionaire famous black man on national TV in front of the world and turn around and walk off like it's a fashion show?
Right.
How?
Crazy.
How does that happen? We understand that, it's crafty counsel of the enemy to enable these things to take place with our people to humiliate the image of the black man.
Right.
It is what it is. So we're going to continue on and finish off the topic. Got a lot of content. So Lord's willing, we get through it before 2 o'clock. With that being said, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and make sure y'all call in today. All right, chop it up with us. The number is 833-878-7234, extension 7. Once again, 833-878-7234, extension 7.
Right.
All right, so y'all already know. Before we get into the topic, we got to deal with some stuff that's in the news. Now, this is another week.
Another one.
Another one bites the dust dealing with, the other nations, the snow bunnies and the
mixed relations.
You know what I'm saying? Another one bites the dust. Let's go ahead. Let's pull that up, man. Pull that up. Let's read the title first.
Breaking. Days before murder, Courtney Taylor sat down with We in Miami podcast bragging about dating black rich men.
So before we play that clip, hit the little arrow. The news clip should be in there. All right, yeah, play that first. You might have to swipe left and then
medics
swipe back so it can.
Sunday evening, Miami police were called to the Paraiso condos in Edgewater, where they found Christian stabbed near lifeless. Medics rushed him to Ryder Trauma, where he later died. Police say this was a domestic situation, and they detained a woman not too long after the stabbing after they arrived. But she, Baker, acted, meaning that she had to involuntarily be taken to a mental health hospital. That woman has not been formally charged, so we are not identifying her. But Florida's Baker Act requires up to a 72-hour hold for evaluation. Sunday evening, Miami police were called to the Paraiso condos in Edgewater.
So
where
here
they
you
found
have it.
Christian stabbed near life.
This is how the media work, right? Here you have it, a black man in a luxury high-rise apartment in Miami.
Right.
He's stabbed to death. This is a serious, you know what I'm saying? This is a crime, an unsolved mystery.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he in a pool of blood, right? There was a woman there with him that got detained. Now, look at how the media, said it. How they, published it, right? There was a woman with him, and she was involuntarily taken to a mental hospital and not formally charged. So wait a minute. You telling me it's only 2 people in an apartment. One of them is fatally stabbed to death. And the woman, they not saying her race, her identity, her name, no pictures, nothing. This mysterious woman was taken to a mental hospital and not formally charged. Just by them saying that, you already know her race. You understand?
Right.
Because if it was the other way around, you would see the nappy-headed, the rough mugshot of the black woman looking like a damn psycho, her age, her name, where she from, all that. You understand?
Hey.
But they trying to protect this Edomite snow bunny porn star You understand? It's yeah. Look, now keep swiping though. Swipe. We gonna play that first clip at the end. All right. So yeah, read that. This is the brother that got killed.
All right. I honestly can't believe I'm writing this. It is with the heaviest heart I announce the murder of my younger brother, Christian Toby, who was brutally killed on Sunday, a week from his 28th birthday.
Wait a minute. What's his name?
Christian
Toby.
Christian Toby. That's the worst damn name for a black. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
damn,
his mama knew he was gonna be a damn coon. Damn. His mama knew. Damn. Christian Toby.
Come on.
What's worse?
You played yourself.
What's worse than that? Christian Toby. Damn. Keep reading.
I'm truly at a loss for words. He didn't deserve this. This is a lot to process. Thank you to everyone who has reached out. Your support is truly felt and appreciated during this devastating time. I ask the community to please pray for me and my family. Pray for strength for the long road ahead to justice. Please consider donating to the GoFundMe as we lay my brother to rest and seek justice.
So notice they said, please consider donating to the GoFundMe, right? Oh, wow. Now remember, he was in a luxury high-rise apartment in Miami, right? Right. Also, now swipe left. All right, so this is his lover. This is his woman.
The hell is this?
Her identity is a Caucasian woman, blonde hair, by the name of Courtney Taylor. The news ain't tell you none of that though. Right. But that's her, right? She come in on this picture, me more, which means my love. All right, scroll to the left.
Sunday evening, Miami.
All right, so it says video seemingly shows Instagram influencer Courtney Taylor covered in blood inside Miami apartment where Christian Toby was fatally stabbed. Now look at her. She covered in blood, right?
Right.
So that means she was the one on the scene when he was fatally stabbed. She was close enough to the stabbing to where it's blood all over her. But nobody else was there. You understand? Go to the left.
I'm Courtney
Now watch
Taylor.
this. It ain't okay. So this is her a week. What was this? A week before? Something like that. Not too long before this took place. This is her on a podcast, letting her preference be known. Right? Play that.
And I do OF for a living.
OnlyFans. You got like OF is OnlyFans.
Right.
That means that's entrepreneurial porn. Basically, you don't got to get with a porn company and sign a contract. You know what I'm saying? You can do your own porn right from your own phone and get paid. You know what I'm saying? Directly to yourself. Damn. It's what it's called when you're an independent contractor.
Right.
Independent contracting porn.
Damn.
That's what she is. That's what she do for a living. Right? So you already know how she get down. Play on.
Like 1 million followers or something?
2 million.
Damn. You look like the type of girl that only dates like rich guys. Is that true?
No, that's not true. I only date black guys. What? Especially black guys. Especially black guys. What? Let me clarify. I only date rich black guys.
Okay, rich black guys. There we go. And you know you're toxic.
Yeah.
You can tell she like black guys. It's like especially black guys. For all you watching, I'm with it. Do you like to be fully controlled, or do you?
I like to be submissive. Pretty well, yeah, in the bedroom,
Yes.
but like in my life, I don't like anybody to tell me what to do.
Yeah. So you only want them to tell you what to do in the bedroom. Other than that, you don't want them to tell you anything.
Right. That's exactly it. Yes.
So that sounds like you're a control freak with your relationships. Be careful with this one. She's gonna boss you around like
Sweet toxicity.
So you only date rich black guys. So like
I'm Courtney Taylor, and I do OF
right.
for a living.
So
OnlyFans. You got like 1 million followers.
That's it, IT. So she said she only dated rich black guys. Mind you, this dude was 27 in a luxury high-rise apartment in Miami. All right, we all should know the cost of living in Miami, let alone a luxury high-rise apartment. So this dude, this young black man, he had money, right? She an OnlyFans star. So you know what else he probably had? You see what I'm saying? So now get Joshua 23. We had to pull this yesterday at camp. We pull this every time we deal with this type of situation, whether it's a black woman and a white man. It always end up in death. But God warned us about that. Hell, Jordan Peele warned you about that. Then turned around and did it his damn self.
Damn.
Our people were sick as hell. Read what you got.
The book of Joshua, chapter 23 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
Else, if you do in any wise go back and cleave unto the remnant of these nations, even these that remain among you, and shall make marriages with them, and go in unto them.
Because that's what was on his mind. You understand? When he saw this blonde-headed, freaky, ain't no telling what she displaying on OnlyFans. Her capabilities, right? He looked at this snow bunny and said, I'm going to go in unto her. She only likes rich black guys. I got money. I meet the criteria. I'm going to go in unto her. God said, you shall in no wise go in unto them. But if you decide to watch, read on.
And they to you know for a certainty that the Lord your God will no more drive out any of these nations from before you.
So whatever prosperity or success that the Lord allowed you to have, he said, I'm going to pull back from you. Know for a certainty, I'm not going to be with you anymore if you decide to go and deal with those other nations. This how you know, just this scripture alone tell you that God doesn't love everybody.
Right.
God isn't about a melting pot. God said, I will leave you the hell alone. I will leave you out to dry and die. If you go and deal with these other, no, for a certainty. Meaning this is not, I'm not shucking and jiving with you. This is square business. You understand?
Right.
Read on.
But they shall be snares and traps unto you.
They shall be what?
Snares and traps unto you.
Snares and traps unto you. Think about it, right? What is called when a black man love a white woman? Jungle fever. What's in a jungle? Booby traps. You understand? For real.
Poisonous
Traps. God said, you want jungle fever? You better be like Tarzan. You better learn how to swing off strings and, you know what I'm saying? Dodge lions and tigers and bears.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Because I ain't going to protect you. They going to be unto you as snares and traps. That's a different type of entanglement right there. Read on.
And scourges in your side.
Scourges is a whip, right? So whether that be, going to jail, getting beat up, you understand? Wrongful death, getting stabbed, all of that. God said these other nations, you deal with these other nations of women or other nations of men, guess what? They're going to be scourges in your sides, right? Read on.
And thorns in your eyes.
And thorns in your eyes. Come on.
Until ye perish from off this good land which the Lord your God hath given you.
Until you die in your luxury high-rise apartment in Miami. All right? Now watch this. Go to the post now. Let's see the complex that this brother had. All right? Read that.
Instagram model Courtney Taylor stabs her boyfriend, Christian Tobechukwa Absulami, to death in Miami condo, one Paraiso.
Yeah, so he related to Abuka or something. All right? And I'm telling them Nigerians, boy, hey, I tell you. All right? So this is what the news didn't want to say. Instagram model Courtney Taylor with the 2 million followers and the blonde hair and the blue eyes, she stabbed this nigga to death.
Yep.
All right? Scroll down. Now go to the next one. So this was the brother before he died. This is what he was saying on his social media. Read that.
One of my followers. Black girls are born knowing how to shake their ass. Me. Honestly, I don't care. They not my type.
So this brother said, black girls are not my type. I don't give a damn how good they can shake and you shouldn't. But I don't care. They not my type. But you came out of the womb of a black woman.
Bring it out.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You understand? That's who birthed you. That's who raised you. That was the first thing in your mouth, a black nipple. But that ain't your type. I'm telling you, that's a sickness right there. Go to the next one. It's more.
Can't believe one of my followers think I talk to black girls when I don't.
So obviously he trying to appeal to a Snow Bunny audience.
Right.
Like, I don't talk to black girls. I'm rich. I got money. I'm swinging. I only like the white ones. Holla at me.
Damn.
Go to the next one.
The way black girls disgrace themselves on TV.
Right. So what do we see here? We see a black man that hates his own people.
Right.
Right? So when tragic things like this happen to brothers like that, understand his judgment. Was that the last one?
Molly man, white titties are greater than black titties.
Wow.
Just saying.
Was that the last one?
You full of shit, nigga.
All praise it. Now go to Tobit chapter 4, verse 12. I'm going to tell y'all what this is. Go ahead, Ops.
This the same thing that the sister Lauren Smith said before she passed. Remember the sister that died from the Tinder date?
Yeah.
She was like, I don't like black guys. I only want white men.
It's funny.
That's why God said he going to laugh at your calamity, bro. Go ahead.
They be putting this type of stuff in our media. You know, like how our white chicks, Terry Crews, that's the type of mindset that the brother remind me. If you only like, I'm only date white. Everything is white is right. But not knowing that, hey, that's all against God. And our people look at that. Kanye West said it. I'm going to leave you for a white girl. And then that's what he did.
I ain't going to lie. I always preferred chocolate over vanilla. That's just me. But read that. Tobit chapter 4, verse 12.
The book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 12. Beware of
Hell,
all
I like caramel, peanut butter, and chocolate over vanilla. You hear me? I read that.
Bring it out.
Beware of all whoredom.
What?
All whoredom.
Uh-huh.
My son.
Read.
And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy father.
Right. Chiefly choose a wife, a woman that comes from your same seed.
Right.
Read on.
And take not a strange woman to wife.
Take not a strange woman to wife, meaning one that resembles a poodle, right? You understand? The long, stringy hair, the blue eyes, the pale skin, the leprous skin. God said, no, that's a strange woman. Don't take her to wife. Come on.
Which is not of thy father's tribe.
Which is not of your lineage. All right? Now watch this. Read verse 13.
Verse 13.
Uh-huh.
Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren.
Do what?
Love thy brethren.
So marrying within your race shows that you have love for your people. Preferring your own race of the opposite sex shows that you love your people. He said, my son, love your brethren. Read.
The sons and daughters of thy people.
Uh-huh.
And not taking a wife of them.
Wait. No. Something wrong. Read it again. You skipped something.
The sons and daughters
No, read it, the verse again.
Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren.
Love your brethren and what?
And despise not in thy heart thy brethren.
There we go. Despise not in your heart, meaning in your mind, your brethren. By what? Read.
The sons and daughters of thy people, and not taking a wife of them.
So as a black man, if you do not choose a woman of your people, but go to the other races, God said that's despising your people in your heart. That's self-hatred. That's hatred for your people. Right? Like I said, you come from a black woman. The first thing in your mouth was a black nipple. The first arms that held you with love and care were black arms. You understand? The arms of a black woman. For you to say, I hate black girls, I don't like black girls, I don't like the way they shape, but white titties over black titties.
He from a,
it wasn't a white titty in your mouth to nourish you when you came into this earth. It was a black titty. God said you hate your own people. You hate your people to think like that. That is hatred. Go ahead, Ups.
Ain't he from a black country?
Damn.
Africa.
Damn.
This guy's
His name Christian Toby.
Mr. Toby.
He was converted. He
convert. Yeah.
You
They
understand?
got him from birth.
He is fully American in the mind.
You gotta think
Damn.
about who taught
Hey.
him that.
Right. I wanted to
taught him?
say something though, like, because you was talking about the roles reversed as far as if it was a black woman. But imagine him doing what he did, what she did to him. That man would have been lynched. Right then and there, they would have got him. They would have raised up and killed that black man. That's how you know the justice system ain't for us. It's injustice for us. Go ahead.
That's part of Hollyweird'S agenda to protect the white woman's image as well.
Right.
Because no matter what it is, they could be lying on a black man. They could, and even with the woman that got Emmett Till put to death, they made sure to protect her image no matter what. Because they work together, they're in alliance. They make sure to destroy ours, though.
Exactly.
Y'all ain't have nothing else on that?
I get some. Ciroc 26 and 21. Because some people may think, especially on a real underground radio, that God don't care about race. And the officer just cut it up with the scripture and Tobit. These things matter. We must stay within our race, our nation of people, that what? We can grow. We can expand. We can have generational wealth and do these things. But as long as we have interracial marriages, we destroying our community. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 21.
We'll start at verse 20.
Verse 20.
Well, verse 19.
Verse 19. My son, keep the flower of thine age sound, and give not thy strength to strangers.
That's what we do when we are, especially the athletes, the entertainers, the rich of our people. The first thing they do is go marry a heathen. And they get these heathens' families rich.
Exactly.
Have y'all seen a picture of Michael Jordan's wedding? There was not a single Israelite in the crowd. Not a single black, Hispanic, Native American in the crowd. It was all Esau, the so-called white race. That's all it was. Why? Because when we marry these other nations, we cleave to their gods and we cleave to their people. Come on.
When thou hast gotten a fruitful possession through all the field.
Because this brother had money, right? He live in Miami. He's a rich black man. That's her type. Come on.
Sow it with thine own seed.
He should have understood that when I get successful, I need to sow these things with my own people. But he been taught otherwise from the people that we look up to. Come on.
Trusting in the goodness of thy stock.
Trusting in the goodness of his stock. Because we are the Israelites. Come on.
So thy race which thou leavest shall be magnified.
Guess what? Since he didn't marry within his own people, he will not have a chance to magnify his race. Why? Because the scripture says that God is going to give you scourges in your sides. He's going to give you traps and snares when you marry these other nations. He will not get a chance to fulfill this at all now.
He didn't want to magnify his race.
Right.
He wanted to demean his race.
Right.
That's what he was doing on his social media, talking down on the same woman that brought him into the world. I know what y'all thinking, because we be getting on a black woman head. But we do it out of love.
Right.
To correct our sisters, because they are out of order. Yep. We trying to get our women in order. That's why we all got wives of our own people. We procreating with our sisters, right? And instructing them in righteousness, how to love their own hair.
Right.
How to love their own skin. How to dress modestly and not feel like they have to promote their naked body to get attention from the opposite sex. You understand? That's the work that we doing because we love our women.
Right.
So understand, when we get on a black woman, it's out of love. Just like how we gonna get on Jada head, it's out of love. You understand? But brothers like that who, the black women ill, disgusting and all that because you're trying to get some beige vagina.
Right.
That right there, that is a sickness. He did not want to magnify his race. Right. And that's why the Lord, hey, good riddance. Yep. For real, hey. It sound bad. You know, it's a tough pill to swallow. But understand, that's how the Lord get down.
Yep.
All right?
Because this dude, our people don't realize, people that support this, he's slapping you in the face too. He's slapping, he slapped us in the face. He talking about our mamas when he say this stuff. Our grandma, the people that birthed us, the people that raised us. He's saying they ain't nothing, they ugly, they bums, and I don't want to deal with them. Why? Read verse 21 again.
Verse 21. So thy race.
Your race. God is racist. The Bible speaks of race. Our people must understand we must take our race with pride.
Right.
Love your race. Why? Because race is in the Bible. This is what your Jesus, this is what you believe in. He said, magnify your race, read.
Which thou leavest shall be magnified.
We have to start magnifying our race. Stop degrading our women. Stop hating our own people. Marry within so that we can magnify our own race. Come on.
Having the confidence of their good descent.
Then we will be able to have confidence in our good descent. That's the only way when we return to the Bible and marry within our race.
Right. Hey, go to 1 Kings real quick, chapter 11. Because, you know, King Solomon, he was on this. He was dealing with other nations, many wives. But it was something that was stated in this writing here, that it was something that we got to learn in these last days. Read that. Start at verse 1.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 11 and verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women.
Just like you was bringing out, the strange women. Strange women. We got our people loving strange women. Let's see some of these strange women. Read.
Together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites.
The Chinese people. We know Negroes love Chinese people. Asian persuasion. Come on.
Ammonites.
You know, like the hottest thing out right now is blazing. Right. A woman that looked like she black mixed with Asian.
Right.
So
Honey
got
cocaine.
the cheeky eyes and exactly.
Is that the
so in order for Blasians to exist, the black man has to transgress the Bible.
Damn.
You understand? He got to break. God laws have to be broken to create Blasians. And that's what we find a product of breaking God's commandments.
You know what happened? This Esau the devil too, because what they do is put the Negro on the front line, send his ass to Japan somewhere to go to war. Now he's stationed in Japan or China, and now he's smashing every Chinese or Japanese person out there. But watch this. Keep reading.
Edomites.
No, you said.
Hey, that was in that Lovecraft country. You remember that?
Yeah.
And her damn vagina had a
monster.
Yeah.
It was like, it was eating everybody.
An 8-headed monster came out her coochie in her mouth.
Yes.
Hey,
was devouring people.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Damn. Read that from the top. From Moabites and what?
Ammonites.
Right?
Edomites.
That's all praises. That's the damn woman we see on the screen right here. This damn woman right here with the blonde hair, blue eyes that you think so sweet. But when you taste her, she the damn devil. She nasty. What'd you say? What is that saying?
Last night, he was
Last time I tasted one.
Damn.
Tastes like milk of magnesia.
Man, you messing with vinegar over there. Come on.
Milk and honey. Sidonians and Hittites of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel,
what the Lord say?
Ye shall not go into them.
Don't smash them. But a Negro loves these nations, especially the white woman who had you as their gift when you was a slave.
You just read that God said. The Edomites, that's the biblical name for the Caucasians.
Right.
You didn't know. God commanded us not to go in unto them.
Do it.
Stay away. Stay away from that. That's what the Lord said. He commanded you to do that. Stay the hell away from the doggies. All right?
German shepherds.
That's bestiality.
Right.
For real.
Damn.
Stay the hell away from them. That's law.
Law. Finish it out. Come on.
Neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods.
After their gods. That's why you serving them. That's why you worship them. That's why you do anything for them. You'll give them anything they want. And you forget your people and you forget your God. Keep going.
Solomon clave unto these in love.
Hey, go down to verse 6.
Verse 6. And Solomon did evil in the sight of the Lord.
You know what this is summing up as? It's evil in the sight of the Lord. That's evil for you to go with other nations. The white woman, the Chinese woman, the Japanese woman, the Africans. That's evil. And our people commit evil every day. And the judgment for evil, just because it ain't executed speedily sometimes, it's still going to be death. And that's what we're seeing right here.
Right.
All praises.
Hey, so they let you know for all you that are with a white woman right now, what you should do. You should leave. You should get out.
Because that's evil.
If you love God.
If you love God.
Love God.
You love Jesus.
All praise to the Most High. So, all right, I feel like we're pretty warm now. We're going to take a little quick break. And when we come back, we're going to get into the topic. All right, Hollyweird'S agenda to destroy the black man's image. Don't go nowhere. We're going to be back with more on Let's Talk Truth.
The Messiah is a savior and a conqueror.
Joseph, follow me.
What club was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
But the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
Check. All praise to the Most High.
We got a countdown and all there. We was just super ready.
That's it. Come on.
All praise. All righty. So, welcome back to Let's Talk Truth. All right, so we're going to get into the topic. All right, Hollyweird'S agenda to destroy the black man's image part 2. Right, so remember the topic was based on what Will Smith did to Chris Rock, his own brother, in front of the entire world. And it came with a cost. All right? But let's deal with what it did to the black man's image. All right, let's start out with the Steve Harvey clip. Let's see what this coon, this Sambo, had to say about the situation. All right, play that clip.
Here's the thing of it. I understand that defending the honor of your wife. I'm that dude. But you're going to have to do something. He didn't dishonor her. For that. He didn't do that. That joke was not worthy of the reaction. If he was going to have a reaction, I think that Will should have done the man thing, was step to him afterwards in that press room, and if he wanted to slap Chris then, he could have slapped Chris in the press room and seen how it went. But see, Will laughed. But see, he laughed at the joke till he saw Jada's reaction. Yeah. Now, let me tell you something. That's a Hollywood move now. To go up there on national TV, slap another black man, turn around your back and walk off, because you know he can't do nothing.
Pause.
See, and I know this.
Pause.
I know he knows.
Damn. Pause. He just said that. What is the correlation? He said to go on stage, slap a black man, and walk off is a Hollywood move.
Damn.
What does this mean? What does this mean?
Damn.
What does this mean? This means that that's what Hollywood is about when it comes to the black man image. It's all about the black man tearing a black man down.
Right.
Being emasculated. being humiliated,
right,
putting on a clown show, being violent, being emotional, being weak. That's what Hollywood is all about. That's what they promote as far as the black man's image. That's what he's saying. That was a Hollywood move. You was finna say something? No. All right, keep playing.
Of course, you know he can't do nothing. See, and I know this. I know he know this because Will been in Hollywood long enough. So now to turn your back and walk off, you're going to slap the dude and then turn around and walk off. You know in real life that ain't the way this going to go. You already know. But you know what, though? And Rock is a Jersey boy. So no. So, and I didn't think the moment was that. And I think he overreacted like Carla said. He paid too much into the moment. His acceptance speech, that was raggedy, apologizing to the Academy. But here's what I think is going to happen. When this go down and wake up the right way, there's going to be some type of banning from the Oscars of Will Smith.
Yep.
Because look, they took Kanye off the Grammys for saying
a racial slur.
A racial
Trevor
slur
Noah.
to Trevor Noah. They took him off the Grammys. The Oscars is all Hollywood is about. It's their biggest moment. And for you to do that on the biggest moment,
yeah, they don't condone violence. They don't. The Academy does not condone violence.
Denzel told him right.
Yeah.
In your biggest moment is when the devil come for you.
Yeah.
You should have handled that totally different, man. Here's the thing of it.
All right. All praise to the Most High. So the brother said that basically Hollywood, what do you say? That's Hollywood's biggest moment. And to do that, it's going to be consequences behind that, right? It's going to be disciplinary action behind what he did. Now, mind you, this is what makes me very, what Dr. Umar Johnson say? Ain't that suspicious? This is what makes it very suspicious for me, right? Now, you got to think, if the victim was a white man, he would have been immediately escorted, most likely detained, right? But here you have it. He does it, casually walks off stage, sits down, yells expletive words towards this man live on national television in front of everyone. You don't see nobody with the little security things walking towards his direction or nothing.
Right.
The people probably in the camera rooms like, yeah, the show must go on. Niggas being niggers. Yes.
Yeah, views
the
are
show
going
must
up.
go on. Cuss again, Will.
Yes. Right. Yes.
Right? That's what's going on. And then he wins an award and is still able to accept it and give a speech. And then after the fact, he gets disciplined. Pull that article up. Something just very fishy about that. Now, you know.
Somebody got paid.
I'm pretty, you know, the Oscars, the Grammys, all that stuff, people, you know, they still watch it every year. But.
Right.
Maybe, just maybe, they, you know, like, the rates.
Right. Everything was
we
going down.
need something to spike it. We need, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And some nigga had to put his balls on the line in order for the Oscars to be a trending topic again for more than just that night. You understand? That's what it seemed like to me. Am I off? Because, like I said, if the victim was white, you understand? He wouldn't have been able to go sit back down and yell cuss words on national TV and still win an award and accept it and give a speech after the fact. Enjoy the rest of his night at the Oscars. It don't make sense.
It would have been immediate.
Still sitting at the front. It don't make sense.
No way.
It does not make any sense. But then after, you get this right here. Put that on the screen.
Actor Will Smith banned from attending Oscars for 10 years.
So the brother got a 10-year ban. All the work. What R. Kelly say? I've been, what did he say? 30 years!
Okay, y'all 30 years!
Hey, y'all 30 years and y'all do this to me? You killing me with this? He done made these white folks all this money. He put in all this work for Hollyweird'S. just for them to ban him for 10 years.
Hollywood.
Play on. I mean, what up? Is that a video? Play it.
Hey,
You think that he should sue Will Smith? Tell me why.
Well, listen, this is going to be a stain on Chris for the rest of his life. As I wrote a joke last night, I had dinner with him and I reached for my water and Chris flinched. So I said, what's wrong with you? So it doesn't matter. It's going to be, it was an amazing moment. And for slapping him and in the public, millions and millions of people watch. So this is going to hurt. And I think you should sue him and press charges and go visit him in jail and say thank you.
So, I mean, you think, and look, we know he has I think a history, right, of this potentially being triggering for him. Can you tell me why you think this is something, when you say that he would live with it forever, can you expand on that?
Yeah, being a comedian, Chris is one of us. We have a small fraternity, and for someone to approach the stage, you have crossed the line when you made your first step toward the stage. You were not invited on stage. Now, that might give precedence, open door for people to come up on stage with us. So now we've got to, before every show, we've got to make an announcement. Anyone approaching the stage will be arrested on the spot because this is dangerous, and we got to present these jokes. And you got to leave your problems at your door. This is all about laughter. So Chris Rock, personally, he's always going to remember this. So this is a stain on him. So that's why I want him to sue Will Smith. I love Will Smith. I love Will Smith, but not today. It's just it's not a good moment. But the good thing about it is we got to turn all this into laughter no matter what. Laughter is the glue. That was the greatest production I've ever seen of the Oscars. For an hour and a half, I never went to the bathroom. And then came Will and spoiled everybody's moment.
And that is what everyone's going to remember from it. He did apologize to Chris Rock, not right away, though he didn't on camera there. I know, you're waving your hand. So you think it wasn't enough, obviously.
Apologies don't mean anything. Apologies are made by the press, for the press. The people that do apologies on television, they don't even write the speech. Come on. The apologies, even if you go, he could apologize to Chris Rock after the show. And even if you apologize to him, it doesn't matter. Chris Rock will never, ever forget that moment. When he walks out on stage, he's going to catch hell from people in the audience. Hey, you're a punk. Why didn't you fight back? So you got all kinds of opinions out there. That's what happens at a comedy show.
Right. Get Ecclesiastes 10 verse 1. Damn. So both of their reputations was damaged for the rest of their life, right? Like he's saying, of course, Will Smith, for you to do that, you know what I'm saying, over your woman, and then for her to double back and say, I didn't want Will to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it was being like, she gave him that look to go up there and do something. Then she turned around and say, nothing, I ain't want him to do that. He shouldn't have did that.
He on his own.
Right?
Cap.
So you already done went out like a simp. You done humiliated your people. You done got banned for 10 years. You obviously the donkey of the year, right? Then you got Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? We understand, you was the victim. It was a joke, blah, blah, blah. But as a black man, you can't let nobody slap you, bro. I don't give a damn. And you can't let nobody slap you like that.
You done know.
And then say, Will Smith just slapped his out of no, bro. Do something.
He said, whoa,
we
dude.
Nobody will ever take him serious. As a man, you got slapped in front of everybody and then laughed about it.
Took off his shoe.
And he told you, keep my way. I will. What did he say? I'm going to.
I'm going to.
Man.
Wow. Dude sit down too easy, man.
Yeah.
I would have threw a shoe at his ass or something. I don't know what
if you turn your back, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Come on now. That's an open invitation.
Yeah, you just don't get slapped.
He turned his back. He said, he knew you ain't going to do nothing.
Exactly.
On Christians, what the white man said, Christians believe you can just turn the other cheek and it's good.
No, he turned
these Negroes, man. Sheesh. Hey, I wanted to say, go ahead. Now get the scripture.
Read Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 1. Dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary to send forth a stinking savor.
Right. So the ointment of the apothecary, that's going into, with what they call it, morticians, what they put on dead bodies or whatever to, It says dead flies will contaminate their ointment to cause it to stink. When the ointment is actually to prevent stink, dead flies will cause it to reverse, you know what I'm saying, into being a stinking odor. Read on.
So that they little folly.
So the same way, it's an analogy. The same way that dead flies will reverse the whole purpose of that ointment, so doth what?
A little folly.
A little folly, a little foolishness. Read.
Him that is in reputation for wisdom and honor.
That's what a little folly to do to a man in great reputation. 3 seconds, a slap.
Heard around the world.
That will cause you to go from a noble act of people looking up to you. You get invited, you get VIP to all these awards. A little folly, 3 seconds. Now you banned.
For 10 years.
You understand? Now you weak. Now you a simp. Now you this. Now you that. For the rest, it's a stain on your honor. Right? That's what the Bible say. And I'm telling you, in my opinion, these men knew what they was finna do on this stage for whatever was offered to them to go through with that BS. Because it don't make no damn sense. All right? How he braced himself and put his hands behind his back and, you know what I'm saying, man?
Come on, man. Come on now,
I don't know. I don't know. Go back to the article.
Hey, let me read the script real
Go ahead.
And let's go to Sirach 25, start at verse 17. Hey, because in the first article we pulled or whatever, and he said Denzel said something. What did he say? In your greatest days, the devil come. That devil was his wife. That devil was his wife. Watch this.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25, in verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
She changed her face in that moment when that joke came out. Everything else was funny as hell. Even everything else, even afterwards. But in that moment when he came at her, she like, she looked at Will like,
precept.
You better get this nigga. You know Will is a simp, so he had to act on it. But keep going.
Her husband shall sit among his neighbors.
He was sitting among his neighbors. Read.
And when he heareth it.
And when he hear it, come on.
Shall sigh bitterly.
Damn. I gotta do something now. I gotta do something now. I gotta get up. I gotta act. Because my wife said so. That's a simp.
An Ahab, man.
That's an Ahab right there. Watch this.
Verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
And this is why we know the wickedness of a woman is much, very much. Because what she can do, she can just do a damn look and make a simp go wild. A black man go wild against another black man. And this happened in our communities all the time. But now it's put nationally, it's put around the world, and you see it. Is that it?
Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Right, and that's why he with her ass. That's why he with her.
Yeah, get that. Y'all quoted it. Go to 1 Kings chapter 21, verse 25. Because, you know, it's crazy. She doubled back and said, I didn't want him to do that. But even if that was the case, even though that wasn't what the whole world saw your body language indicate,
right,
you still stirred it up. Meaning, for the past few years, you've been embarrassing this man. You understand? So he got all this pent-up aggression that he really want to take out on August Alsina. But August Alsina, he not at the academy. He not important. You understand? He not, he gonna
fight
cracking a
back.
joke in public. Right? So you take it out on a brother that you done did movies with. Y'all got relationships. They got pictures with their families, taking pictures with each other. You know, all this. Right? You take it out on him. Why? Because your wife then stirred up all this pent-up aggression within you, you know, for basically stepping out on you and being proud about it, loud and proud about it. Wishing she never married you, wishing she had Tupac instead. She she preferred dead penis over your penis.
You horse?
Read that.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 21 and verse 25.
But
there was none like unto Ahab, which did sell himself to work wickedness in the sight of the Lord.
Wait a minute. Read that again. He did what?
Which did sell himself to work wickedness in the sight of the Lord.
Now we're going to read the rest of the scripture and then examine this. Read.
Whom Jezebel, his wife, stirred up.
So his wife
Can't make it up.
stirred him up to not only do the wickedness, but to sell himself to do the wickedness. Now, this is my opinion. You understand?
Bring it out.
That it was definitely a price for Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? It was a bag involved. That's just my opinion. But the Bible said weak ass, emotional Ahab, you know what I'm saying, that agreed to allow his brother get put to death, right? And you know slander is counted as murder. Chris Rock name gonna be slandered for the rest of his life. Nigga, you got your ass slapped like a
Can't say nothing.
on national television. You understand? The whole world talked about it for weeks. You understand? His wife stirred that up. All right? So go back to the article.
Chris Rock might have let Nate Robinson off the hook. Everybody gonna forget about that now. Go on, pull this over. We're going. All right. Will Smith will not be allowed to attend the Academy Awards for the next 10 years as a result of his slapping comedian Chris Rock on stage during this year's Oscar ceremony. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences announced in a statement obtained by CNN. The board has decided for a period of 10 years from April 8, 2022, Mr. Smith shall not be permitted to attend any Academy events or programs.
Shall not. Go ahead.
In person or virtually, including but not limited to the Academy Awards. Academy President David Rubin and CEO Don Hudson said in a statement on Friday. The decision was made during a Board of Governors meeting held earlier in the day in Los Angeles. The meeting, initially scheduled for April 18th, was expedited after Smith announced his resignation from the Academy last week. Smith issued a quick, concise statement on his ban from the Oscars for the next decade. I accept and respect the Academy's decision, the actor said in a statement to CNN. CNN has reached out to Rock's representatives for comment. The decision came following tons of debate on what the consequences of his onstage slap should be.
Skip to where it said during our telecast.
During our telecast, we did not adequately address the situation in the room. The letter went on to state, for this, we are sorry. This was an opportunity for us to set an example for our guests, viewers, and our Academy family around the world, and we fell short. Unprepared for the unprecedented.
Wow. Okay. Read on.
The Board of Governors said in a previous statement that they wanted the matter to be handled in a timely fashion. Smith's resignation means that he is no longer part of the Academy's voting body, but it does not prevent the Oscar winner from being nominated in the future, a source with knowledge previously told CNN. Smith can also be nominated despite being barred from attending the Oscars because the standards of conduct rules at play in today's action do not apply to awards eligibility. A source close to the Academy with direct knowledge of the rules told CNN on Friday.
So he can still win an award. He just can't be there. All right? So I wonder, is he going to let Jada get up there and accept it for him? All praise to the Most High. All right, you can get off there.
What's she going to say on behalf of my wife?
Right.
G.I. Jane can't wait to see
my wife, Will Smith.
The hell is this?
On behalf of my wife, behalf of my husband, Will Smith.
Hell,
Damn.
August.
Damn.
I want it to feel good. Oh.
All right. So, they should have just banned him till August.
Hey.
Damn.
Nah, on the real though.
Talk about it. Talk
I wonder,
Talk your truth.
I wonder, what would Will Smith do if he saw that man?
Nothing.
You understand?
Nothing.
Chris Rock told us, it's a G.I. Jane joke. Right? A G.I. Jane joke, bro.
My wife,
This
name.
man, August Alsina, was your son friend. He got close with you, and he's smashing your wife.
They entangled.
Like beating walls down, like rearranging her whole inside.
Body
Her whole
structure.
body
Shoot.
Her whole body structure.
Made her hair fall off.
You understand?
Knocked the hair off the head.
For real.
No!
For a long time. She coming to the hospital and supporting him in his surgeries.
It was a whole
They got a relationship.
Damn.
You understand?
I can't breathe.
She fell in love with this nigga. What you gonna do if you see him?
They was entangled.
What you gonna do if you see August? I wanna know.
I war with
all. Alright, go to the water.
Damn. Well, it was serious.
Go to the water.
Let's go. Let's see what applies. Yeah, I have to say.
Your boy applies.
Come on. Rapper Plies reacts to Will Smith. Says he is not protecting a woman who is intimate with other men.
Alright.
The Oscar slap heard worldwide is still getting responses from some of our favorite celebrities. While many champion Will Smith for protecting his lady, some do not feel like his actions are truly that honorable. Outside of those who feel like he reinforced stereotypes of black-on-black crime and toxic masculinity while further exposing the deep-seated issues in his marriage. Others just feel like no one is worth putting your career on the line in that way. Plies takes it to the next level, arguing that Jada's entanglement disqualifies her from deserving any protection from her husband at all.
Bring it.
That's right.
She belongs to the streets.
The hell is this?
That's right.
She belongs to the streets.
She belongs
Y'all
to the
got
streets.
that sound bite?
She belongs to the
Hey,
streets. She
get
belongs to the
that
city.
in Jeremiah chapter 3 in verse 1. That's what the Bible say. The Bible says if she has an entanglement with another man,
Put her on the corner.
let that hoe go.
Put her in a box.
Put her on the
She
cover.
belong to the streets. That's what the Bible say. Hell is this? Read
The
that.
book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become an other man,
Right. Be entangled with another man's rod. Come on.
shall he return unto her again?
Shall he what?
Return unto her again?
Shall he still remain her husband? Hell
No
no.
way. Ain't no way.
Because if he do, what's going to happen? Read.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
That will pollute the land. That will cause confusion. That's why they whole they family is toxic.
Right.
You understand? Everything that they put out at this point is like it's cursed. Why? Because God said that action is spiritual. You going back to that defiled woman, that will pollute the land. That's what the law say. Understand that? So hell no, she don't deserve no protection. She deserves to be cast to the streets. She went out to the streets, she's supposed to remain in the street. But I'm going to show you what spirit Will had. Go to Judges 19, verse 1. This Will Smith right here in the Bible. All right? Judges chapter 19, verse 1.
The book of Judges, chapter 19 and verse 1. And it came to pass in those days, when there was no king in Israel, that there was a certain Levite sojourning on the side of Mount Ephraim,
Shout out Levi. Go
who
ahead.
took to him a concubine out of Bethlehem, Judah.
So this Levi, right? You know, so he supposed to be a upholder of the law.
Levi.
You understand? So he take a concubine out of Bethlehem, Judah. Come on.
And his concubine played the whore against him.
Just like Jada. His concubine went and had an entanglement. She went and got defiled by another man. Read on.
And went away from him unto her father's house to Bethlehem, Judah, and was there 4 whole months.
So she left. She got an entanglement. She left him. She didn't want to be with him no more. Guess what this man did right here? Read on.
And her husband arose and went after her to speak friendly unto her and to bring her again.
Stop. We just read. We just read. If a man do that, the land gonna be greatly polluted.
Don't leave me.
God said, gird up your damn loins, get you another wife.
Right.
Dear brother say, read that again.
That's
And
right.
her husband arose and went after her.
And did what?
And went after her.
And went after her.
Oh, baby, don't.
Read on.
To speak friendly unto her.
To do what?
Speak friendly unto
To
her.
speak friendly unto her. That's what that nigga did on Red Table Talk.
Right.
While she embarrassing him in front of the whole wide world.
fighting back tears the whole time.
Right. You a damn man. You know, you got to think, bruh. This man, it ain't no way he been able to, be on his phone without seeing himself as a meme with the, the eyes looking, the distressed, when he looking all distressed and stuff with the, you know what I'm saying? Looking like he just came back from World War III. Looking like he a damn Vietnam vet.
Right.
Because of where his wife put him through.
What role you playing?
He's speaking friendly to her. Read on.
And to bring her again, having his servant with him and a couple of asses.
Right, and brought some gifts to win this hoe. Verse 2 says she played the hoe. She a hoe.
She a hoe.
He went and tried put that on the screen.
You know what?
Man.
horse? A hoe gotta go.
Look at this, man. No. All for the past few years, this has been your image in media. No. You understand? And you spoke friendly to her to bring her again, to make your family great again. And it has only gotten worse. Bro, you Will Smith. You the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Bro, you can get anybody. Exactly. You get any woman you want, bro.
Yeah, whatever you want.
But you stuck with this bald-headed scallywag that don't even want you no more.
Got no hair.
Hey. Don't even want to be with you. Never really wanted to be with you. Per her.
You ain't. She don't even know you.
She got a spell on this nigga or something. What you finna say?
Nah, hey, give me I gotta get a precept. Give me Proverbs 23 and verse 20. Start at verse 26. Man, hey, y'all put this, bro, because Will Smith got that spirit, bro. That's him. That's him in the Bible. Facts. And this is him as well. Read what you got. Proverbs 23 and verse 26.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 26. My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways.
So we got to observe God's ways. Guess what? God told you, if your wife acting like that, bro, she belong to the streets. But, read on.
Verse 27. For an whore is a deep ditch.
Because guess what? Jada Pinkett, man, hey, she jumping around from ride to ride, dreaming about Tupac. Bro, she a hoe. And guess what? The Bible says she is a deep ditch. Read.
And a strange woman is a narrow pit.
So you got to think about a deep ditch. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to get stuck, man. You can't get out that thing. If you bag your car in that thing, it's hard to get out. The Bible says that woman is a deep ditch. Bro, you in trouble. She is a narrow pit. Read on.
In other words, he in a sunken place.
Right. Hey, he is in a sunken place.
Damn.
Read what you got.
Verse 28. She also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increaseth the transgressors among men.
So she's increasing the transgressors amongst other men. Other men line, hey, look, you got August Alsina in the midst of adultery, and no telling who else in the midst of that. Read on.
Verse 29. Who hath woe? Who hath sorrow? Who hath contentions? Who hath babbling? Who hath wounds without cause? Who hath redness of eyes?
And that's what Will Smith got. Damn. Now he got all this. He got the redness of the eyes. Pain. Suffering. This is what he going through. Contention. Guess what? At home babbling. You getting all this. And she's in the media let you know how she feel. But guess what? Yes, dear. I'm going to stay with you, dear. In fact, I'm going to smack that man for saying that joke for you.
Wow.
Man, nigga, you have to do that. Right. Yes, dear.
Man, on the show, you remember on the episode, he said, bad marriage for life. Y'all remember he said that at the end after she made a fool of him? He like, hey, well, it is what it is. Bad marriage for life. Ha ha ha. No, that's not funny.
Hey, I want to make a point. Because you mentioned the red table. It was a conversation that we're having, and he was like talking about her birthday. And he was like, when she was 37, I planned it for 3 years for when she turned 40 to have this big old thing. He was doing this. And the whole time they was like turning to his daughter, and she was like, you sad as hell. Like his daughter was looking at him like he was a disgrace. And this is what happened is, watch this, go to Proverbs 10 and verse 7. And this is what we see with what Esau trying to do to our people in this wicked media. Right? Watch this.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 10 and verse 7. The memory of the just is blessed, but the name of the wicked shall rot.
The reputation of the wicked is going to rot. And his name is tarnished. His name is destroyed. His name is, all we know now is the Fresh Prince that slapped the Everybody Hates Chris. He done slapped this man. His name is destroyed now. And this is what we see in the white man's agenda is to do that. Make the what is it, Hollywood, make all the Negroes look bad. Look, Steve Harvey look bad. All of these dudes. This is their agenda. Go ahead. You had something? I thought you had something.
Go back to the article.
Article.
What you finna say?
No, I was just finna harp on verse 29 what I bring out because I don't think they really heard what it just said. Like it says who have woe, and then woe mean destruction. Right now, Will Smith destroying his dang on career for that dang on girl. It says who have sorrow, you know he got sorrow. He's sad for this, for that hoe. Who have contentions. He got contentions in the media with people and with his dang on wife. It says who have babbling, who have wounds without cause. Did he not smack Chris Rock for no damn reason, bro? I'm just saying, bro. This is all, bro. And then who have redness of the eyes.
He in a deep, sandy way of a ditch with a scorpion that's biting the hell out of his ass. It's a bad situation.
Damn. Hey, pull up the article, please.
Come on. All right. People are People are continuing to dig up information regarding any pre-existing beef between Will and Chris Rock. Some point to Rock's stint as host at the Oscars back in 2016, when he publicly poked fun at Jada, who was boycotting the awards that year due to her husband's work in the film Concussion being overlooked. Rock openly joked about Jada whining and then told the crowd that her not coming was not a surprise because she was not invited in the first place.
Got her.
This could have been fresh in Will's mind Sunday, leading to him running up on stage when Rock poked fun at Jada's bald head, when she recently revealed was due to alopecia. Others point to issues within Smith's household.
Scroll down. All right. Read the what Plies said.
Plies. I ain't protecting nothing that I'm not the only one for.
Right.
Man.
So, all right. We can get off of that now. You know what I'm saying? I like Plies' point. Because he's right. You don't deserve no protection if we done took vows. You understand? You got my last name. Right? You supposed to protect my honor. That's what the Bible say. A married woman supposed to be a tower against death to her husband. Right? And you go get with a nigga that's old enough to be your son? On me? Nah, hell no, I ain't protecting you from nothing.
Hey, he should have known something was wrong when she ain't take her last name off.
Hey, that's what I was just about to say. It's a spirit behind that. Like,
it's got to be a spirit.
I'm keeping my last name.
But I don't really want you. That's what that's saying. I don't really want you. So if something go down, I still got my name.
And stop giving your kids two last names. That don't make sense.
That's facts. All right. So now watch this though. Let's see what Jada said a while back. You know what I'm saying? The same man that people was applauding him for doing that. Yeah, we need to see more black men doing that. That was beautiful. You need to protect your woman because don't nobody protect their woman no more. Let's see if she deserves to be protected. We already know she committed adultery, but look at what she said in front of the world. And she didn't get slapped. All right? Play that. Come on, bro.
The sound is off. Right there. There you go.
Almost like, those big locks. I knew that night, and he didn't believe me, but I knew. And it was almost like, those big locks on a bank?
Yeah.
Those big turning locks? I could feel that in my womb, in my uterus.
But it was literally 4 seconds after we had sex, and she goes, I said, babe, you okay? She's like, I'm pregnant. I was like, babe, I think scientifically you're not pregnant. yet.
I cried that whole night.
Damn. She cried all night because she was pregnant
all night
and
long.
she knew.
I was like, my life is never going to be the same.
Yeah.
Damn.
Bruh. I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
of course you would think it was funny.
I was like, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
I really didn't want to get married, but...
We only got married because Gammy was crying.
Well, Gammy, this is what happened. It was almost as if Gammy was like, "You have to get married, so let's talk about the wedding." It was almost like that, and
she completely just was like, "That's not a reality where you're
I
not
was
married."
under so much pressure, being a young actress, being young, and I was just like pregnant. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do, but I just knew. I was like, I never wanted to be married.
I don't remember that. I remember feeling very strongly and wanting you guys to be married. I do remember that. Yes. But I don't remember your rejection of the idea of marriage. I remember the rejection of the idea of a wedding.
I didn't want a wedding either. I was like, I don't want to get married. And now Gammy done gone to Will crying about, I don't want to have a wedding. And now I'm being forced to have a wedding. When really, I just wanted it to be the two of us on a mountain, because I was like, this is serious business.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't respect your wishes. It was totally a selfish. I've never had that experience of my daughter getting married
Right.
because you were my only child. But that was so selfish.
It's okay. I mean,
it was the right call.
It was the right call.
I know it was the right call for you to marry, but not necessarily.
All right, that's enough of that.
To have a wedding.
So basically, Jada Pinkett Smith, she didn't want to marry the brother. She didn't want to get married at all. Now, and you hear that a lot with women. You know what I'm saying nowadays? They don't want to get married, but they want to be sexually active. You understand? Real quick, get Leviticus 21, verse 7. Now, this is dealing with, the Levitical priests or whatever. But, as men, we all supposed to have this type of mindset. Like, you a king, you a god. Especially you a successful black man. You deserve a woman, you know what I'm saying, that's, has some value of her.
That's right.
Some value of herself, right?
Yes, sir.
We ain't supposed to be able to go. We ain't supposed to go out like this. Read what the Bible say.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21, and verse 7.
Uh-huh.
They shall not take a wife that is a whore.
What did the Bible say?
They shall not take a wife that is a whore.
So you got to think the biggest red flag, you finna marry a woman that says she don't want to get married. She never wanted to get married.
She just came up.
She never wanted no strings attached. She just wanted to be wide open. You understand? God said, you ain't supposed to wife that. You ain't supposed to wife that. Give a damn what her mama say. You ain't supposed to marry no hoe. She is for the streets. Leave her in the streets. For real. She want to be in the street. Leave her in the street.
Yes.
She for the street.
She for the street.
All right. So, look, we're going to take a quick break. We got a lot more to get to. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into the deeper, Hollyweird'S agenda and all that. So make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Don't go nowhere. This is Let's Talk Truth.
Shalom, this is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I have an important message about your leaders in the Christian church. Your bishops, pastors, reverends, and ministers are all lying to you and leading you straight to damnation. The truth is, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical Israelites, according to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Jesus Christ is a black man with white wool hair, according to Revelation chapter 1, verses 14 and 15. We as the Israelites must keep the commandments in the faith of Christ to receive salvation, as it is written in Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. I've challenged and debated Christian authorities all over the world on these issues. Not one of them has been able to negate this truth. Your pastors have led you astray, worshiping pagan holidays and false gods, just as in the days of old. So join us on our mission to restore the true nation of Israel before the decree goes forth. The work is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Visit our website at israelunite.org or call us at 855-484-4842 to learn more and visit our schools. Shalom.
When this life is over and it starts again, I wanna hear, well done, welcome, well done. done. I look to the hills where my help from. I just wanna hear, welcome, well done. I just wanna hear.
That we want some kind of agreement. We want agreement by which we can live or die. You choose. If you won't listen to me when I make an appeal for the Negroes because you have no concern for the Negroes, listen to me when I make an appeal for America. You claim you love America. Should you try to pretend that I'm crazy?
Walking tall like a man, talking like a god. Got my sword in my hand, smite 'em with a rod. Captain tell me go and get 'em, all I do is nod. Say sir, yes sir, then flip that switch, it's time to do my job. Walking tall like a man, talking like a god. Got my sword in my hand, smite 'em with a rod. Captain tell me go and get 'em, all I do is nod. Say sir, yes sir, then flip that switch, it's time to do my job. My type of time, holding the line, holding it down till I get a crown. This boots on the ground, you hear the sound, pull up in your town. Come with the fire straight from the gate, meet us in the chief place. Eat these scripts, get a plate. I'm sipping the milk for the vitamins, cause some brothers choke, need the Heimlich maneuver. I'm moving in silence, damn. Ain't no silent night, it's the silence of the lamb. Bam, it hit you like a thief in the night. Getting left if you don't get right. You got darkness if it ain't light. Forever losing if you never fight, cause it's real out here. It's real out here. Block too high, can't chill out here. Getting sealed out here. Forget how you feel, no fear out here. We the gods of the earth, pulling gold out the dirt. And pain and labor when it hurt, break, curse. Walking tall like a man, talking like a god. Got my sword in my hand, smite 'em with a rod. Captain tell me go and get 'em, all I do is nod. Say sir, yes sir, then flip that switch, it's time to do my job. Walking tall like a man, talking like a god. Got my sword in my hand, smite 'em with a rod. Captain tell me go and get 'em, all I do is nod. Say sir, yes sir, then flip that switch, it's time to job.
King David, watch how they head hit the pavement, and blood stains on his raiment. I'm walking tall like he made me. More than man can't save it. Made in his image, no graving. Made from the dirt, they claim it. I want a seat at the table, but I know that it come with a payment. Sons of thunder, covered in signs and wonders. In the night season, I ponder. For sweet bread, I hunger, and wash it down with that milk. Covered in the blood, no silk. It keep me warm like a quilt. Ayy, for the trials I'm built. Ayy, I want eternal life, so I let go of the strife. He come like a thief in the night. Before you see it, think twice, because it's about to blow. Some more thoughts, let go. Then bullet the next Debo. Piece of cake, free throw, I'm ready to go. So I
walking tall like a man, talking like a. Got my sword in my hand, smite 'em with a rod. Captain tell me go and get 'em, all I do is nod. Say sir, yes sir, then flip that switch, it's time to do my job. Walking tall like a man, talking like a god. Got my sword in my hand, smite 'em with a rod. Captain tell me go and get 'em, all I do is nod. Say sir, yes sir, then flip that switch, it's time to do my job.
Let's talk truth. All right. So, before we get to the next thing, I want to pull a scripture. This based off of what Plies brought out, and some more stuff that we ain't show, comments that Jada made, get Proverbs 30 and 20. She never took accountability, you understand, for her entanglement. Even talking at the red table talk with Will Smith, you know what I'm saying? She never really apologized. She was very unapologetic about it. You understand? She made it seem as if, like, you should understand, Will. Like, we was going through it. I needed it. You understand? Like,
Right.
I needed that. Right? And this is what the Bible said about Jada Pinkett. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman.
Uh-huh.
She eateth.
She do what?
Eat it.
She will eat in August Alsina. Right? She will eat him. Read on.
And wipeth her mouth.
And when she done, she wipe her mouth. Right? Now, she had kids with Will Smith, but August Alsina kids ended up on her mouth. She wiped them off. You understand?
Come on
She
now,
wiped
dog.
them kids off. Read.
And saith, I have done no wicked.
And when she done wiping off another man's sperm from her mouth, I ain't done nothing wrong. I needed it. I needed that release. It was therapeutic. You understand?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
That's what the Bible said about Jada Pinkett. Man, that hoe ain't right, man. You was supposed to let that hoe go, Will. And dumb, stupid ass Jake like Tiffany Haddish and others giving him props for doing what he did.
Nah.
Meanwhile, he banned for 10 years.
Right.
You understand?
What the hell is this?
He made a mockery of his whole entire race, and it's being applauded. That's why the Bible said folly is set in great dignity, man. For real.
Hey, you know what's crazy? In the August Alsina's interview, he said, Will gave me his blessing. He gave me this and that. And then when Jada spoke out on it, she was like, I don't need anybody's permission. I do what I want to do.
Damn.
That's some crazy stuff right there.
Get the next clip. See what this coon said. You got see, that's how you know people can repent. You know what I'm saying? Cause Steve Harvey a coon, but he said some stuff that was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This sister right here, she a damn coon, like a raccoon.
Hakuna Matata.
You understand? But sometimes she be, you know what I'm saying? She be on point. All right, play that video.
Yeah, she cool.
Hello and welcome. Today I feel like we have no choice but to discuss the slap heard around the world. Okay, nobody watches the Oscars anymore, but over the weekend, all of that changed when millions of people worldwide began circulating a clip.
Pause. You heard what she said? That goes back to my theory. She said, nobody watches the Oscars anymore until now.
Right.
Until this clip circulated. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, he sold himself to do this wickedness, y'all. I'm convinced.
Right, it's there.
It was, think
Too
about
much
it.
evidence.
These are veteran actors.
Right. Right.
This was a stage. It happened on the stage.
On one of the biggest stages.
You got to think, right? What do you say? Keep my wife's name
out
you know, people saying stupid stuff like that's how you know it was real. Cause have you seen I Am Legend? Have you seen this man? How he felt behind that dog? He made you want to cry about that damn dog.
What did he have? Pursuit of Happiness?
This is one of the greatest actors in the world. Right. You understand? Come on, man. Don't nobody watch the Oscars no more.
Look, Alfred,
until now, until the black man made it a circus. Now everybody tuned in. Go ahead, officer.
I was gonna say this. I think this is what, because it's everything. It looks super fake and staged, right? I think it's just the point that people know Will Smith is messed up in their head. That's the inkling of that's what's making people think maybe he really is this messed up now. But at the same time, you can't put nothing past Hollywood. But we know,
exactly.
we know Will
nothing.
Smith,
You cannot put nothing past Hollyweird.
Hollyweird, right?
You can't do it.
Exactly. But Yeah, Candace about to get into it a little bit on here. I'll bring that back up.
Will Smith jumping on stage to slap the comedian host, Chris Rock, across the face for making a joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. The joke was something to the effect that her new low haircut looked like she was looking to be cast in a G.I. Jane sequel. A pretty lighthearted joke by any metric, but unbeknownst to Chris Rock and also to me, and I'm sure millions of other viewers around the world who are used to seeing Jada with a low haircut, Jada is apparently suffering from a condition known as alopecia, which contributes to balding. Now, here's what's odd about the clip. When Chris Rock first makes the joke, Will laughs, meaning that he takes the joke as it was intended, lightly. But then he looks over and he sees that his wife does not find the joke funny, and he immediately goes from an amused attendee to a thug-life husband defending the honor of his wife's hair. So he hops on stage and rather dramatically slaps Chris across the face. Then he returns to his seat and he screams, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth," much to the horror of attendees who were all at once realizing that no, this isn't a joke. He's not kidding around. The internet was understandably outraged by the act of violence, and making things more awkward, Will Smith subsequently won his first Oscar for his performance in the film King Richard. Now, in the aftermath, there have been calls to have the Oscar award rescinded, regarding which the Academy has not yet made an official decision. There have also, of course, been countless internet jokes and memes made at his and Chris Rock's expense. Jesse Waters of Fox News probably said it best when he offered that this is the first time that we have seen the media actually cover black-on-black crime. But through all of these jokes and the rampant commentary that's being offered, there is a conversation that is being neglected, a truer assessment of what we observed on that Oscars stage.
Hey, pause real quick.
For the first time, we saw the...
So she's saying at first she said that that's what happened. Now she's about to say what a lot of people think was what really happened. All right, we can play it now.
Real Will Smith. Not a Fresh Prince, not a survivor of a zombie apocalypse in I Am Legend, not a crime-fighting cop in the movie Bad Boys or the Hancock superhero, but the real Will Smith, an incredibly broken man and the residual product of a directionless society that is filled with them. The kind of society that produces men that look to their more domineering wives with their tails planted firmly between their legs for instruction on what and who they ought to be in every room. The truth is that off the big screen, Will Smith has been spiritually annihilated by his wife. Don't forget, it was Jada Pinkett Smith who openly shared with the world how she cheated on her husband, remember? And with who? Her son's friend. Yeah, Jada carried out an extramarital affair with a young man who was at first friends with her son. Then she dragged her puppy dog husband out onto the world stage and told the public while making him sit through it, listen to it, and agree that she had the right to do what she did. Don't believe me? Take a look yourself.
During that time, launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Damn!
Stupid.
Like I'm with
Redness at eyes.
you at the press conference. I'm that husband. Now I got to be with you at the press conference while you tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
Well, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all.
Damn!
Wow! Wait a minute. Stop. Read the scripture again.
Gotta stop.
Proverbs 30 and 20.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman.
Stop. So, Will Smith already on camera, trying to laugh and joke it off, I'm gonna stand by my baby. I gotta.
I'm so embarrassed.
With your transgression.
Your transgression.
He trying to be lighthearted about it. He already in the mode of being a simp.
Right.
But him saying that it was a transgression. She said, hold on, nigga.
Hold on, don't put God in this. Don't do that.
I don't look at it as a transgression. So read that scripture.
Such is the way of an adulterous woman.
An adulterous woman, a woman that would sleep with a man besides her husband. Come on.
She eateth and wipeth her mouth.
She suck and get bust on and wiped her mouth. Read.
And saith, I have done no wickedness.
I don't see it as a transgression. That's what. Listen, this Bible is real, bruh. This damn hoe.
I was just doing it to make me feel good because I don't feel good.
Felt good in a
Meaning
long
he ain't
time.
You don't make me feel good. Had to go to a young dangling.
You gave me 30 years.
Why the hell he ain't flip over the damn red table, bruh? I would have flipped the damn red table over.
You know what? I put the R. Kelly. Cut off the mic. Cut the dang on mic.
Is this camera on me?
Right. Right. Come on. Keep playing.
Jada, oh man.
Away from this interview was that they together represented some newer, more progressive form of what it means to be in a marriage, which is to say, not being in a real marriage at all. Will Smith today is someone who should be pitied, not prosecuted in a courtroom or even persecuted in the public eye, but pitied by every person who has the clarity to see how our society, as sponsored by the perversion of these Hollywood types, is falling apart. Will Smith is what Jordan Peterson cautions against. He's nothing more than a casualty in the great war against masculinity. G.I. Jane, by the way, for those of you who haven't seen the 1997 movie, tells the story of a woman being integrated into the all-male space of the United States military. It is the inspired tale of the loss of one woman's femininity to meet the grueling physical demands of the more masculine environment that she finds herself in.
Can't wait to see it.
And so, though perhaps not the punchline that Chris Rock had intended, I have to agree that yes, Jada Pinkett would be the perfect individual to play that role in the remake. And not because of her hair, obviously, but because of her success in stripping her husband of any trace understanding of what it means to be a real man. Let me tell you, Will, isn't slapping a man across the face because your wife tells you to. I'm sorry to say that real manhood is not won on a stage at the Oscars with a meaningless trophy.
Damn.
Rather, real manhood begins and ends in your own household.
Damn.
It starts with the first step of being able to accurately identify what a good man, what a good woman, and what a good, meaningful relationship even is. And with that, we wish you luck, Will, on your real-life pursuit of happiness.
Damn.
Damn.
Hey, let's get First Ezra chapter.
Hey, in other words, take your balls back.
Shit, drop them.
First Ezra chapter 4, start at verse 18.
The book of First Ezra, chapter 4, and verse 18. Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go, do they not gape, and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her? And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold or any goodly thing whatsoever?
So Will Smith got to be one of the richest black men in America.
Right.
He done grossed millions upon millions from film to just television, period. Right? It says a man will let all that go over a hoe. You understand? That's what the Bible saying. A man will let all that go. He will put the woman above that, above his success. Right? Jump down to verse 22.
Verse 22. By this also you must know that women have dominion over you.
Like she was saying about Jada. Read on.
Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers.
Watch this.
And looketh upon a lion.
And do what?
And looketh upon a lion.
God said a simp will go toe to toe with a lion over a woman. For real. Go toe to toe with a lion. Read on.
And goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love.
He bring it to his love. That's the spirit that Will Smith was in. Once he got that signal from her, you know, her facial expression, he's like, I'm gonna go and defend my wife's honor. You understand? I'm gonna go toe to toe with the lion of social media. Damn. Understanding that my image is gonna be tainted forever.
It's about to be done.
I might get banned. I might not win my first Academy Award. All of that just because of a joke about my woman.
And remember, Kevin Gates said he go to war with God for his woman.
I will go to war with God. For real. That's the first Ezra's 4. Read on.
Verse 25. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father and mother.
Come on.
Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake.
Many there be that have run out of their wits, lost a rabbit-ass mind over a woman. Read on.
And become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished and have erred and sinned for women.
Have perished, erred, and sinned. Died. Got banned. Lost friendship. Burnt bridges over women. You would transgress God. You would go to war with God for your baby. Read on.
And now, do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him?
So now we talking about a king, right? That got power over the world. Read on.
Yet did I see him in Apame, the king's concubine.
His woman, come on.
The daughter of the admirable Bardacus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking the crown from the king's head.
What the woman do?
Taking the crown from the king's head.
Woman took his, you know the Bible say, don't let nobody take your damn crown.
Right.
This woman took the crown off his head. Read.
And setting it upon her own head.
And put it on her own head. Come on.
And she also struck the king with her left hand.
And slapped her with the pimp hand. Damn.
Give me my money.
Took his crown off, slapped him. Y'all gotta understand, that's what happened on Red Table Talk.
Right.
I don't see it as a transgression. That was the left hand slap. She already took the crown by putting the nigga on TV, talking about it, not apologetically. You understand? But then correcting him about defend your transgression. Like, hold on, Playboy. That wasn't no transgression. That was the slap right there. Read on.
Verse 31. And yet, for all this.
And think about it. Will Smith didn't flip the red table. He didn't get mad. He didn't get upset or nothing. After all that, read.
The king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also.
Damn.
Damn.
Read.
But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter.
That's what we saw at the Oscars. Come on.
That she might be reconciled to him again.
That's that Judges 19.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? That I'm telling you, the Bible exposes simps. The Bible exposes simps. How a man, it could be a king. He will put the woman above God. He will diminish his whole integrity to please that woman. All right? And that's what Hollyweird'S is pushing. They want the black man to think like that. For real. All right? Go to the next thing. What is that? That ain't, nah. I don't know how that got up there. What was the...
She said he don't please her.
Hollyweird.
Yep. Play that. Play that video.
Buck breaking.
Stand that buck breaking is a show of power. It's a show of dominance. So we can't talk about buck breaking without talking about power.
When we look at the domination of black people by the dominant society, what we are in essence seeing is that this society wants to ensure that we are not able to actually mete out that thing that makes humans exist, and that is creating families and procreating.
See, psychologically, when we're talking about the sexualizing of our people, primarily from the dominant society or the system of white supremacy, it had to be established in a very impinging way from the mental state.
This whole notion that masculinity is somehow toxic and detrimental to society is nothing but an attempt to emasculate black malehood.
It's clearly an agenda. If you have two eyes in your head and you're able to see, you can see that it's an agenda, and it's an agenda to decrease our population.
It's always been about destroying the black family. The family's the foundation of a people.
The heterosexual black male is last on the pecking order here in America. If you're just a heterosexual black man, how are you gonna beat the case? Because when you show up to court, when you show up to the job interview, when you show up to wherever, you coming in here as a heterosexual black man, you have no power.
When Mark Twain confessed that we white people ground the manhood out of the Negro. Why ground the manhood out of the Negro? Because it's black masculinity that most exposes the fraud of white masculinity.
We, as the progenitors of culture, the ones who are the fathers and mothers of civilizations, who taught all people, who people look to for social cues, whether they want to realize it or not, I think they feel if they can get us to adapt to it, they can get everybody to adapt to it.
If anybody should have a problem with European males, it should be the European female. Because everything the European male has ever learned to do to us, he first practiced on his own woman.
We need resources in education, we need resources in labor, we need resources in politics, we need resources in medical, we need resources in so many things, but they ignore that and they put millions and even billions of dollars to tell us that you need to really embrace your LBGT side. So these people have an agenda, and it's up to us to understand what the agenda is.
So you heard what he said. Damn. He said these people have an agenda, and it's up to us to understand what the agenda is. Mm-hmm. The agenda is to destroy black masculinity.
Right.
Because he said black masculinity exposes the fraud of white masculinity.
Mm-hmm.
So what we gonna do? I'm telling you, Will Smith family has been an experiment over these past few years.
Damn.
Both of his children are LGBTQ plus.
Alpha kids.
You understand? And has influenced kids all around the world to follow suit, right? And he has been that guy, like, I'm behind my kids, whatever, you know, blah, 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 my wife cheating, whatever, I'm with her, I'm behind my baby, blah, 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 right? No type of masculinity in terms of what the Bible says, having your household in subjection, right? Like he said, I know Abraham, for he will command his household.
Correct.
That's biblical masculinity.
Right.
He has displayed 0% of that, right? But when it's time, you know, when a comedian cracks a joke about your wife, now it's time to be masculine, right? And you go up there and you do the most emasculate slap. You understand? When you really zoom in on that thing, like he kind of like like rotated his hip to where his elbow almost touched it and had his wrist back, like he was flipping a pancake or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Have it.
As a man, if I'm finna slap, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming from the, you know,
like an uppercut. You want to make
from the rear delt, and I'm not finna.
I'm trying to make you pass out right there.
Moving with your auntie and uncle and Bella.
He didn't even slap him like a man. But you had the black woman. Can y'all find that Tiffany Haddish clip? But you had the black woman applauding him as if that was the most masculine thing he could have done in that situation, when it was the complete opposite. You understand? For real, people, bruh. I'm telling you, it's an agenda.
Fact,
it's definitely an agenda.
Even the scriptures say it's stronger to be able to rule your spirit than to be able to
Who
take
that?
over. Get that Proverbs.
1632.
Let's get that, because we gotta change how we think about strength. The black man has always been taught, if somebody disrespect me, I'ma die about it. I'ma murk something. I'ma do this, I'ma do that. That's never been strength according to the Bible.
That's not a real man.
That's weak. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city.
So it don't matter how many people you slap, how many cities you take over. You're a weak man until you learn how to rule your spirit and control your anger.
Right.
That takes real strength to be like, to discipline yourself to, even when you're angry, to sin not. It takes real strength and discipline. That's what the brother did not have.
Exactly. Get Proverbs 31 and 3. So you got, you know what I'm saying, you got the strength, the ability to slap a man. Now the Bible talk about when you catch your wife in adultery and you ain't taking no ransom, you understand?
You're right.
For the man that's smashing your wife. But here you have it, this guy is cracking a joke. And you want to use all of your little Hollywood training of self-defense or whatever, whatever belt you didn't acquire, you want to use that on your brother that his career is cracking jokes. Right? Read that scripture.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women.
What did God say?
Give not thy strength unto women.
Read.
Nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Because it will destroy your image. God said, do not give your strength unto women. Right? If you're strong enough to slap the taste out of a man's mouth, do it for your people. You understand? Or in defending yourself or defending your family. For being upset, being mad, not having control over your spirit, not being able to rein it in. Because at first, really, it wasn't even that. Because he wasn't pissed off when he first said it.
He wasn't.
The whole world saw. You know, the scriptures say a man's wrath is presently known. When the joke first surfaced, there was no wrath at all. It came from his woman, and he gave his strength to the woman. You understand?
Right.
His talent, his nobility, and all of that was him. That's the reason why she married the man. And you gave all of that up, just like it's in 1 Ezra 4. You gave all of that for her, and just for her to double back and say, he shouldn't have did it.
You lose.
I ain't want him to do that. Play that Tiffany Haddish clip. Did y'all find it, or did y'all not look for it?
Hey, you know what's crazy though? Is like you mentioned it, he wasn't mad at first. The whole encounter wasn't against Chris Rock. He was mad at her. He was mad at everything. It was boiling in his head, and he took it out on her. And let's go to Proverbs.
No, he took it out on him.
He took it out on him for her. Right, watch this. 14, Proverbs 14.
Proverbs 14.
Verse 29.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 29. He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding.
Right, this shows you the lack of understanding that he has because he wasn't slow to wrath. But read.
But he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly.
Exalteth folly, and that's what we're seeing. A lot of foolishness right there. You hitting your own brother on national TV.
All right, let's see what this sister said on Hollywood before we shut it down. All right, play that. Is this the clip of her, or are they just talking about it? Okay, is it playing? Is it gonna play her actually saying it? Y'all couldn't find it. Okay. All right, no, it's 2:00. All right, so look, all praise to the Most High, Lord's willing. Y'all got edified. Y'all enjoyed the show. You know, when it comes to topics like this, man, ain't nobody gonna bring it out like Let's Talk Truth Radio.
Right.
Point blank, period. So make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. All right, because we gonna have more, you know, heavy topics to cover in the coming weeks. So IUIC Little Rock. All right, IUIC Little Rock. That's the channel for right now. Make sure y'all subscribe to that, share, spread the word. All right, Lord's willing. Next week, y'all will see us with more on
Let's Talk Truth.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Pass me my Bible, let me vent right quick. Turn to 2nd Esdras 6, showing we got next. Every time I'm in the streets, yeah, my soul gets vexed. I see dead people, I'm a cold sea of 6 cents. Battered and bruised, that's what slavery did. But I never wear a dress like Cuddy, holler at the kid. Persecution follow true, but I ain't running from shit. I pray I prophesy till the end like Stephen did. Yeah, I pray I prophesy to the end like Stephen did. If you're looking for the prophets, you know where we be at. On the corner in your hood, you're welcome like a doormat. Gone.
Boots, lace, pants, grease, we don't need a Hummer. Wartime, God's army, quick as lightning, not as thunder. Get it poppin', get it jumpin' like Jordan in the summer. When it all falls down, we be the winter, spring coming, that's the Passover. See them chariots, don't get passed over. COVID should've told you that this truth can't be masked over. Move your ass over if you ain't about his business. We the sons of Jehovah screaming, can I get a witness?
Run me my check, cause you know we bout to PayPal. Meanwhile, Messiah garment drips from grapevines. Oh wow, there's blood on this garment, don't shake now. You was speaking real bold, taught us we was Gentiles. Attention, I need all the angels to call the great vows, to feast upon the flesh of kings that hate y'all. We need all Christian pastors to go and step down before the chief shepherd appear, and you get spewed out.
Holy Ghost fire rain on the unrepentant. Every scripture, every sentence, word of God is relentless, not the old thing. Christ sent back to play for the home team, and if you ain't with it, he gon' slit you at your dome scenes. What Bible you reading? Not safe for the heathen. And any wicked nigga that forget it gon' be bleeding. Sound harsh right now, we'll wait until it get fulfilled. Take this medicine to 7 cents, let your soul heal.
Yeah, I got a legion that got my back and they don't miss. Call it what you want, but our weapons is heaven sent, protected by the Father's spirits. Like a listen them, open your eyes and you'll see the block is filled with them. My God, the truth, we need an hour to deal with them. Blood to the horses, brighter fire flame grilling them. Cook them on the stove top, ramen noodles sizzle them. The leg filled with seal, most high is sealing them. I had to repent so I can have a chance at billing them. For Sandra Bland, Samir Rice, and Breonna Taylor them. The Bible keep me on track, my members I'm killing them. Put the sword to them, took my limbs and severed them. All the idols of my heart, the Bible revealing them. Snakes in my life, Lord God get rid of them. Put these demons to work, fetch a pale jacket chilling them. And then God killing them. Gone.
Bigger than me, bigger than life, bigger than you. Through the strife, taking a chance, rolling the dice, full of the faith, saying it twice. Bigger than me, bigger than life, bigger than you. Through the strife, turn the tiger, full of the stripes. Gotta repent, living a light like Christ might come back tonight. Heathen nations gotta pay for trying to play God. Bill Gates with vaccinations trying to play God. 1/3, that's the difference, gotta stay on. 2/3, I guess it's safe to say that them ain't safe odds. Judgment, that's what the planet Earth about to get. You can't escape it either way, he will not forget. The 3rd and 4th generation, you can count on this. The Most High about to fix your whole countenance.
And all you fake Jews, that's counterfeit, slandering my people with evil. Well, here's your recompense. We about to bring the pain that rain from heaven, eternal judgment. You hit a bang, don't sing for repentance. Access denied, blacklist to your pride. Christ not on your side, Balaam not nigh. Which doctor's gonna die? Dr. Phil gon' cry. And all those that lie, Miss Laura goodbye. Django, we want all the smoke, snap a God fingers, Thanos. You thought you got away with climbing rocks to bring the pain, no. Judgment to all the heathen, yeah, the one that pierced them too. 2/3 of the Israelites, yeah, you better listen too. A lot of y'all think this a game, but you gon' get it, woo. Be with many strikes until your back is black and blue. All the angels of the Most High, yeah, they packing too. No weapon gon' prosper against the 7, whoa, gone.
Clear people, meaning sold us as slaves. Sold us as slaves. The Israelis were heavily involved in the slave trade. They insured the ships. And a lot of them who owned slaves, they changed their names. For tax reasons, they changed their names. They gave themselves British names, French names, they were all so-called Israelis. And if you to be descendants of David, that was very, very emotional. You got ADL, defamation. I'm not debating you. I'm speaking truth here. It's facts. But y'all, David was a warrior, a fighter. But for some reason, the words seem to offend y'all very easily.